Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffi firing Hope fallout. Meanwhile, Elektra stressed her history would catch up with her. Bill entered another letter from Luna. And Carter came up with a plan to take over Forrester Creations. Steffi, Ridge, and Katie bandied the fallout from ending Hope for the future and Hope's part at Forrester. Katie emphasized managing the press, balancing her fidelity to both Hope and Forrester. Steffi couldn't repel opining on Katie's Logan ties, but agreed Forrester's character came first. During the meeting, Ivy and Elektra arrived. Everyone was agitated to reboot the jewelry line. Katie planned a big advertisement featuring both women, but Elektra dithered, suggesting the focus remain on Ivy. Steffi claimed the angle stay on family, with Ivy and Elektra both representing Forrester. Latterly, Elektra joined Will at Il Giardino for lunch, where he questioned her disinclination to be part of the press event. Meanwhile, a shadowy figure in a mysterious room examined Elektra's press print. Back at Forrester, Steffi and Ridge reflected on Hope's departure and the focus on Ivy and Elektra. Steffi hoped her pater would continue to support her. Though Ridge sounded equivocal about Steffi's decision, they agreed the jewelry line offered a fresh launch. Meanwhile, Brooke visited Taylor to bandy Hope as well as Taylor's recovery. Though probative of their daughters, pressures rose over Taylor's racy chakra mending session with Ridge. Taylor defended the moment, revealing its emotional impact, leaving Brooke to ask the burning question about Taylor following her heart: does Taylor still want Ridge? Brooke and Taylor batted the big question now that Taylor's heart was substantially healed: where does it belong? Taylor claimed her heart would always be with Ridge, but said she didn't need a man to be happy. She had her family, work, and purpose. Brooke was induced she'd moved on. At Forrester, Ridge and Steffi bandied Taylor. Steffi expressed gratefulness for her mama's return, reflected on Taylor's strength after losing Phoebe and enduring heartache. Steffi credited Ridge for helping heal Taylor's heart, indeed though he and Brooke caused important of her pain. Ridge defended Brooke, but Steffi stood firm. Taylor was stronger now, thanks to him. Meanwhile, Will and Elektra talked at Forrester. Will tasted Elektra was holding back about being one of the faces of the jewelry line. She attributed it to moving around but suggested at a deeper pain. Will opened up about his own trauma. His pater left his mama for her family, showing vulnerability that continued to connect them. During a moment at the office, Elektra tried to divert focus onto Ivy but got swept into Katie's plans. When she dropped a piece of jewelry, Will recaptured it, repeating their match: cute. This time, the close moment led to a kiss. Brooke and Ridge reflected on her discussion with Taylor. First, the two women bandied Steffi firing Hope unfairly and Ridge's part in it. Brooke still felt Ridge hadn't treated Hope fairly. Also, talk turned to Taylor following her heart toward Ridge. Ridge reminded Brooke he was taken, ignoring about their moment in Rome, where he claimed to see their unborn easily. As they hugged, Ridge compactly looked equivocal. Taylor, meanwhile, convinced Steffi to join her in a mending session with Chandra. Through breathing exercises, Steffi reflected on her family, including Taylor, Ridge, Thomas, and Phoebe. It was an important moment of connection and mending. At Forrester, Will and Elektra's kiss was intruded by Katie, who mentioned the print shoot, leaving Elektra uneasy. Away, Eric praised Ivy and Elektra's work on the jewelry line and their presence at the house, though he bothered about Elektra. Ivy assured him she'd be fine, but looked upset. Latterly, Ivy and Elektra bandied that history, with Ivy promising to cover her. Meanwhile, the Riddle Man was revealed, holding Elektra's print and covenanting: you can run, but you can't hide, Elektra. Back at Forrester, Elektra hugged Ivy, who appeared deeply upset. Hope and Carter spent time together before he left for work, during which time he suggested going public with their relationship. Hope dismissed the idea as a bad one. At Forrester, Steffi told Ridge they sounded to have survived the storm of firing Hope Logan, though Ridge was induced. Steffi admitted she didn't watch who Hope dated, as long as it was her hubby and participated her enterprises about Hope's influence on Carter. When Carter arrived, he defended HFTF and proposed ideas for the company, but Steffi and Ridge dismissed him, prompting him to concentrate on his factual duties like the duty/LLC document. After Carter left, Finn arrived and participated that Deacon had asked him to speak to Steffi about Hope, but he refused, which pleased her. Back at Hope's, Brooke realized Hope had genuine passions for Carter, who she described as the total package. Carter arrived, demoralized by the meeting, and admitted he couldn't change Steffi and Ridge's minds about Hope or HFTF, leaving Brooke shocked. After Brooke left, Hope and Carter kissed again. Meanwhile, Steffi, at her computer, deleted Hope's profile from the Forrester Creations website. Eric told Ridge and Steffi he dissented with their blasting Hope, reminding them she was family. FICO CEOs defended their decision and, latterly, assured Zend they'd find a place for him. Still, Steffi demanded to stop hearing Hope's name. After all, Hope caused HFTF's downfall. Elektra commended an Ivy, bothered her secret might ruin effects with Will. She stressed wouldn't see her the same way. Ivy comforted her, again promising to cover her. Meanwhile, the mysterious snooper ominously declared, "I'm coming for you, Elektra." Will visited Bill to bandy his externship with his pater. He participated his growing interest in Elektra, revealing that her last name was Forrester. Latterly, back at Forrester, he'd another moment with her. Meanwhile, when he was alone, Bill discovered another letter from Luna, crumpled it, and tossed it away rather than burning it. Away, Luna was behind bars, and she had a slight boo on her face. At Hope's, Carter pledged to keep fighting for her, arguing that HFTF's elimination made no fiscal sense. He cooked a bold plan to take over Forrester Creations using a duty document to establish a new LLC. By subscribing it, Carter would be the director of the LLC. As a result, he'd impeccably place himself as the new CEO of Forrester. With Hope's stimulant, he inked, and together, they savored their brief triumph though Ridge and Steffi's autographs were still demanded. So this was a done deal. Bill Spencer and Will Spencer may have a new reason to bond soon. Bill knows Will accepted a Forrester externship because of all the gorgeous women, but he doesn't know there's one in particular who's caught his son's eye. Of course, it wouldn't be long until Will starts gushing to Bill about Elektra Forrester. Will has no way met anyone like Elektra before, so he's surely interested in pursuing a real love with her. Bill may not be thrilled about Elektra's last name, but he'll like the fact that Will set up someone special. Once Bill sees how smitten Will is, he may admit he's happy for him. Bill regrets not treating Katie Logan right when he'd the chance, so he may prompt Will to learn from his miscalculations and hang on to Elektra no matter what. Unfortunately, Remy Price is Elektra's snooper, so he'll kill her each over again in Los Angeles. Although Remy may not stand a real chance with Elektra, he could come a problem in her love with Will. That's especially true if Remy tries to blackmail Elektra or hang the lives of the people she cares about. B&B spoilers say Remy is going to be a troublemaker, but he could be playing with fire if Bill gets involved. At some point, Will's going to get updates on Remy and all the chaos he keeps causing for Elektra. There's no way Will can stand for that, so he might turn to Bill for help if he can't get Remy to leave Elektra alone. It'll presumably take further than the police to get through to Remy. Maybe Bill could go Minatory to scarify Remy off, perhaps indeed with help from Justin Barber, who's used to doing his master dirty work. It's easy to imagine Bill transferring Justin to abduct Remy and rough him up in a storehouse nearly. Bone Bill could eventually walk out of the murk and make it clear that he can do far worse if Remy doesn't get lost. Bill might contend Remy's picked the wrong girl since she's also the girl Will's falling hard for. Elektra will come part of Bill's circle of protection, so that could mean bad news for Remy. Bill could come Remy's worst agony down the road, so stick with us for further prognostications on any fatal pitfalls Bill might deliver.